Right, we've just got to Omodos. Is it Omodos or Omodos?
Omodos?
Omodos.
Okay, let's go for Omodos.
Yeah.
Right, we've just got to Omodos. We've had some free parking on the way in, which is quite great. We've got here quite early as well, so it's not actually that full at the moment. I hear we're going to get quite busy later on, so we're going to have a venture around and check the place out.
Okay, so we pretty much don't know much about this village.
Yeah.
We know a few things that we want to see. There's the monastery, and there's also an EOKA hiding place. I'm sure there's a more technical word for that. But for now, we're just exploring and walking around, which I have to say is probably the best way to see this village, because
it's really cute. Yeah.
it's so cute.
It has a lot of character in it.
And like if you just drove through here, I think you'd miss most of it. So there's free parking right at the front of when you enter the village. So the best bet is just to park there and then walk and walk and walk.
And a famous song.
I love that our 10-year-old is like, look, lovely bar. Apparently, is it here?
Yeah.
So apparently in here is a medieval grape press.
So there's the fresh grapes. That's great wine.
It's in English as well as Greek. So apparently at the rear side of the room there's a platform which serves as a spreading and pressing bench for grapes.
Yeah.
And the wine press is installed along the length of the room. I think it's locked. So we're now going into like an EOKA kind of museum, I think, so let's see what it is. I haven't been able to really learn much about this area.
Oh. Are you going on? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Please be open. There it is. It's really dark. Oh god, okay. It's good, lights, we've got lights.
Oh my god. Oh.
1955.
So here, obviously this is the British newspapers are talking about Operation Black Mac, which is a success against the Cyprus terrorists. So here it talks about some of the things they found. Also a hideout in the Troodos Mountains. Known as the EOKA struggle, started on the 1st of April 1955 and ended 1959. And the struggle of EOKA is a culmination of long-standing struggles on behalf of the people of Cyprus in order to conquer their freedom. Omodos was always present in all of the struggles for the freedom of Cyprus. Its contribution dates back to the first quarter of the previous century. Omodos inhabitants also actively participated in the two world wars, as well as in the national liberation struggle of EOKA. The contribution of Omodos was great and the price that was paid was heavy. Arrests, imprisonment, the blowing up of a hideout and other catastrophes. So it looks like this was a hideout. April 1955. Quite a few members of the community of Omodos swore allegiance and joined the ranks of the EOKA. It is safe to say with full responsibility and pride that the community of Omodos significantly and actively participated in that sacred and admirable struggle to the better end. If my memory fails me and has led to any possible omission of names of vices involved, I humbly apologise. This, however, can be corrected in the future. And it looks like these are all the Omodos names, members, and I'm guessing you would probably been fine. Of the neighbouring villages, right? Observed a fire in some bushes at the area where this monastery stands today. When the day arrived, they went to the spot where the fire was seen, but there was no sign. Apparently this happened for several nights, okay? So they started to dig the earth where they think the fire was and discovered a small cave in which they found the cross. I think it might be that cross there. What cross? I don't know. In order to thank the Lord, they constructed a chapel over the cave and kept their precious treasure there, which became a sacred place of their adoration for them. And so that's why this monastery is the Holy Cross. Most religious places, the monastery, you do need to be properly dressed. So, especially in summer when it's going to be really hot, just always make sure that you have, like, especially if you're a woman, you're able to cover your shoulders, and also like shorts aren't really appropriate. So, it's not summer right now, so we're okay. But I think it's always good to always have something like something in your bag just in case. basically these are the people around Cyprus who died during the EOKA war, and the people of the monastery asked their families to bring personal belongings of these people, and basically in a very short summary speak about their lives. Like for example, this lady here, she was born in Upbeat, and she was born on the 23rd of March, and she died on the 5th of July 1958.
And so you're saying that she was wearing that when she died?
No, this is just some of her belongings, like her hat, her bag, her dress. Like here, these three men, they were from the same village, and they all died on the same day in their village fighting.
When the English, they were trying to find him alive, he got dressed up as him, so if the English people see him, they wouldn't notice that it's actually him. And they were actually, English people actually talking to when he was wearing that, and they didn't notice that it was him.
Really?
Yeah. And that's when he was wearing the army stuff. Like, I think that picture there is this.
It's interesting because we learn about the EOKA war, but just actually having names to faces and just learning a little bit about these people who fought for their independence, it's quite educational. How have you found it, Jensen?
I found it really upsetting because they died in the war, and I think it's pretty sad.
Time to go and get some lunch. It's a bit of walking today.
It was amazing, but it was also...
Very funny.
Oh right, we're going. If you're in Omodos and you want somewhere for lunch, go to this place behind us.
Really good.
It's all very homemade, family run. I had burger, the chocolate biscuits were good, the coffee was good.
Tortillas were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tortilla didn't make.
The ice cream was good. But
Yeah, ice cream.
Like, just show this. It's on the. It's right next to the main free car park.
Yeah.
Really good.
We saw like when Cypriots, they were hiding places.
Did you
so
like that museum? Because it showed it underground, didn't it? It showed
Yeah,
it
like-
hiding and the
yeah.
hole in the fireplace.
yeah.
And what about the firearms and stuff up on the wall? Did you see those as well? The guns on it?
Oh yeah, there's some of the guns what British people were holding.
British Army.
British Army were holding then. It also shows you like grenades, what happened then and stuff, old stuff, what happened then.
It's really
during
interesting.
That
Yeah,
rise.
shows you the history about how they were hiding out and
Yeah.
the lengths that they went to stay underground. It was quite fascinating. And the monastery as well. We went to the monastery. You like that, the building with the church that was in the middle?
Oh yeah, that was a
The
street.
Holy Cross, and you like through the little corridors up the stairs, wasn't it? The little wooden stairs.
Yeah.
It was quite tight.
We
Really
learned a
steep
lot.
old
Yeah, we
stairs.
learned a lot about that. We learned
Yeah,
a
it was
lot,
good.
It
Yeah.
was nice, that wasn't it? And you like getting right up at the back. Yeah, because you had to go up to one level, and then there was another level, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Up to the
And
top,
Fletcher, what did you think of like Omodos, the village?
down here. Wow, there's amazing insight there by the youngest addition to the family.
Now we all know.
Yeah.
That's sad because the church was locked. One of the churches.
Oh, one of the
first
churches.
one we went to, the small one we went to, that was like,
And Fletcher, how would you think about the roads? How cute were they? The streets were so beautiful. Yeah, they were really
very
nice.
small.
Yeah, small, cute. Yeah.
Cool.
But
that's Omodos done.
Yeah.
Now up onto Lofu.
Yes.